So the question was, so Voss, Speros, Greek on Medicare, talking about Medicare today. We got a couple of questions that came in. Eventually it'll go live and I'll be able to see what's actually going on with that. The changes for 2026 drug plans. So there are some changes coming up. It's after the first. Brokers are allowed to talk about the changes for 26 and what's available. So what's going on is there is the $2,000 max, like there was from last year coming into this year. It got raised to $2,100, and then a deductible got increased from $590 to $615. So there's a little bit more in costs for some of the drug plans, and in doing that, there's been a lot of cutbacks this past year, a lot of changes in Medicare. Medicare supplements are having changes. Medicare Advantages are having changes. They're tightening up the belt. So it worked pretty good last year. They're going to increase it by $100 this year for the maximum out of pocket. So when people are paying co-payments into the drug plan for their drugs, when the total cost of the drug reaches $2,000, $2,100 now, then it stops. So there's no more donut hole to get to, and then to wade through, and then get up to catastrophic, and then drop the cost down. So there's no more donut hole anymore. That ended last year. The drug plan ends at $2,100. So when you pay your co-payments and you get to $2,100, there you are. So that being said, when it's not your cost, your co-payments reach $2,100. It's when the cost of the drug, the total cost of the true cost of the drug reaches $2,100. So your cost and the carrier's cost, when it reaches $2,100, then the co-payments go away for your drugs. So now doing that, some plans added in the deductible $615. Most of the time, the deductible is on tiers 3, 4, and 5. So tiers 1 and 2, they're pretty, there's usually no cost for those ones, so you don't have to worry about it. 3, 4, and 5, the cost goes up for the drugs. So then, hang on, my hat's a little wonky there. The cost goes up for the drugs there. So over the course of time, oh, look at that. Sorry, there's a little thing here. Something's happening. Over the course of time, the drugs go up. So that being said, there's still that cap. So everyone's still covered and everyone's good on that. The co-payments for drugs, you gotta have to double check again the formulary this year to make sure that whatever your co-payments are, they're still there, and if your drug is in the formulary. So when you're doing your Medicare review this year, when you're meeting with a broker to go over the plan, make sure to look in to see if your drugs are still covered by your plan. So that's always a big one.